What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Face It You're Broke. Now, before the show starts, I'd like to let you guys know that from now on the show will be split into two parts. The original Face It You're Broke, which will focus entirely on sales, and our new show, which will start soon, which will focus entirely on new games, DLC, and game rumors. We understand that some of you aren't able to watch a full 20-minute video, so these changes are all for you.
So as usual, let's start off with Steam. Now the daily deal for Steam has a few hours left, and it's called Titan Attacks for only £1.49. It's a retro game. It's based around Space Invaders. It's a much more colourful version, so I'd recommend you check it out. Next we have two major deals from Steam. We have Batman Arkham City, which is only £9.99. It's a 50% off deal at the moment. I'd recommend that. It's a pretty good game. It's not Arkham Asylum, which is usually on sale. This is the newer version.
Yeah, this is a pretty decent game, so if you haven't got this game, buy it now, because I'm telling you to. Buy it.
We also have Sanctum, which is on a free weekend deal, which means you can play Sanctum for free all weekend up until Sunday. It's right now at £1.74, so I recommend you check it out. It's a first-person tower defense game, and I think it's really good for what it is.
Sounds pretty decent.
Finally, remember to check Steam's special sale list as it changes weekly, and their daily deal, which changes daily at 6 PM.
And now we have Gamersgate. First off, we have Rome Total War, the Gold Edition, which you can find for £4.98. Now, Rome Total War allows you to guide one of the three noble Roman families on a century-spanning quest to seize control of the Roman Empire. Now, this sounds pretty interesting to me because I've always wanted to be a Roman legionnaire myself. So if you're a fan of Roman history and you want to go around organizing your troops and stabbing people, this is the game for you. Gamersgate also releasing the extended pack, which is the Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion. This pack allows you to witness the decline of Rome as barbarian hordes attack, forcing a bitter internal struggle between rival factions. Now that sounds pretty interesting. Like I said, if you like Rome and you like your Roman history, check out this game on Gamersgate. Next up, we have the Sega deals. Now, Gamersgate are releasing a variety of games from Sega. First off, which I would recommend, we have Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, this is a classic game in itself. Sonic the Hedgehog was awesome. I mean, if you remember playing Sonic the Hedgehog in your first level, it was just like da 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 da. Anyway, moving on from my fanboyness, you can find this game on Gamersgate for £2. And finally, you may want to check out another of awesome deals such as Crazy Taxi, which you can find for £3, and Billy Hatcher, that was on GameCube, for £2.48. Next, we have Green Man Gaming. Now, on Green Man Gaming, the most important thing on the website right now is the Mountain Blade Collection, which is 75% off.
Yeah, Mountain Blade's actually been on sale a number of times. It looks pretty good. I've seen some of the footage from it. It's basically a third-person role-playing game, and you have to build up your troops, and you have to take over cities and things like that. It's really interesting. The interfaces and everything, they're quite simplified because it's not too much of a new game, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually really hard as well, I heard. The difficulties just are insane. Like, even on easy, it's pretty tough. So if you're looking for a tough, troops, army simulator, I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty good, yeah.
It's like playing Dark Souls again. Next up, the game developers Paradox are having a sale on a number of their games on Green Man Gaming. So if you've heard of Paradox and you want to play some games, go into Green Man Gaming to check it out.
I actually think one of Paradox games is Magica. Now, Magica is a co-op campaign sort of. I can't explain it. It's just madness on screen. It's really funny. You play as a wizard and you have loads of magical spells, and you can mix the elements together to create new spells. There's so many spells, and there's spells hidden around the maps and everything. So yeah, it's a really good game co-op. And right now, I think it's quite cheap. You can get it for, I think, £3.99 or £2, something like that. But so be sure to check that out. Magica is the game.
Okay. I think I had a dream where I was a wizard once. I was like shooting fireballs out my eyes. Pretty sweet, actually. And finally, on Green Man Gaming, we have the top sellers list. The top sellers list changes daily, and you can find a variety of games for a variety of prices. So head out to Green Man Gaming to choose your pick.
Next up on Get Games Go, we have the Calypso sale going on, which is 70% off games such as Skydrift, Tropico 4, Dungeons, and Deadblock. Now, I'd recommend Deadblock. It's a zombie survival game, and I know there's a ton of zombie survival games, and you're probably thinking, oh, not another one. But this is actually different. You have to use your initiative to find objects around the maps. It's really weird. I know I'm explaining it really badly, but it's very odd. Like, it's got a comic book look to it. It's very cartoony, and you can do things like put meat on a radiator to attract the smell to zombies. To like move around. It's really good. The way they've done it is really good, and I think it's called Dead Block because you need to block zombies in order to go around and find special items around the maps and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd recommend it.
Sounds pretty sweet.
Lastly, on Get Games Go, we have a free game called Stealth Bastard Espionage Arsehole. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's actually a funny name. It's a puzzle-solving game, and it has a very arcadey look to it, and it uses light as an obstacle. In the name, it says Stealth Bastard, so you have to use the light to your advantage, dark areas where enemies can't see you and things like that. It's a really good game, and it's free, so what more could you want?
Remember to check out these free games on Get Games Go. Remember, these are the cheapest games you'll ever buy. Lastly, on today's show, we have GOG.com. Now, first off, we have the on sale list. Now, this list provides a number of games that you can find at cheap prices. First off, we have Evil Genius, Judge Dredd, Dredd vs. Death, Lords of Magic Special Edition, and Ground Control 1 of 2. Now, I've never actually played these games myself, but if the titles sound interesting enough for you, head over to GOG.com to check out the list. Second, we have the Rebellion Bullseye Sale. Now, this is a 50% off sale for a number of games, including Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell and The Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Finally, on GOG.com, we have the free games list. Now, this is a number of cheat games. We have Teen Agent, Tyrion 2000, Dragon Sphere, and Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar.
And that concludes episode 3 of Face It You're Broke. Thanks for listening, and feel free to leave a comment below.
Be sure to check the description for all the websites used in the video. Another reminder that Face It You're Broke will be split into 2 shows, sales in one and new games, DLC and rumours for another. The new show will be called Face It You Know Nothing, but we're not sure on the title yet.
If you have a better title, then let us know, because we have -3 creative skills. May the 4th be with you.
No, it's Revenge of the 5th.
No!